What we have to do from time to time is to adjust the developer height, that is the distance between the developer unit and the drum, the OPC drum. This has to be done every now and then when we change developing units. So when developer is being replaced by new developer, or when developer units need to be changed due some kind of mechanical failure or so, it's good to adjust the developer height. Now we do this with the procedures. If you go to maintenance and then to the procedures over here, we find all the procedures in the system, and we browse to the drum transfer and then developing module, and then we have the adjustment of the developer height. Double clicking on this procedure will open the procedure. I'm going to move it to here. So you see over here the procedure. We can just start it, but before we begin with that, we also need to calibrate this developing height tool. This tool with the gauges need to be tweaked and tuned. We have to do that every time before we use this tool, and that's what we're going to do first right now. Okay, the first thing we're going to do in order to calibrate this tool is to make sure that the wheels are clean and that they're also not loose, that everything is fixed like it should be. Of course, not too hard fixed. The little pin should still be able to move, but all the little wheels need to be cleaned, and you check for general damages. Also cleaning the bearing and check for general damages on both sides. Then also the calibration tool, the tool that calibrates this one, you need to make sure that the contact points are also nice clean, so we don't have a problem with that. Now we can place a tool on top of our calibration tool like that, gently, and then we're gonna wiggle the whole tool forward and back this way. And the goal is now that we're gonna calibrate the tool to 1 millimeter. And 1 millimeter is actually the red arrow going to 1 and the black arrow going to 0. If that's not the case, then you just simply turn the dial in this way till you see that the maximum points, so not the minimum or so, but the maximum point is pointing towards 0. So red to 1, black to 0. And then you do the same thing on the other side. You wiggle the tool forward and back till you find a certain maximum, and then you move the dial in such a way that you nicely see the points 0. You keep on going always forward and backwards, so you can see really the nice position point of the 0. When this is done, you turn the calibration tool the other way around and you check once more to see if now you get again the same values, 0 on both sides, on this side and on that side. And if that's the case, then this tool is calibrated. Okay, now we can start the procedure. Now we have to connect the service control box. Connection box is connected. We have to select the lift, that's the X lift. And now we're gonna open the engine doors and remove the drums in the machine. Remove drums. Next step is to replace developers, but that's something what we're now not going to do. Then we have to check the lift handles. We're gonna put all the units which are not to be tuned into service mode. The one that we need to tune needs to be in standby mode though. These units are not to be tuned, so I'm gonna put the developer units off the hook. This unit we're gonna tune, so this one must be of course engaged. Once the machine is in standby, we can go to the next step, move lift up, but we can also use this remote control to do this in the machine itself. Now we can place our measuring tool, calibration tool in the drum holder. The first thing we're gonna do is to adjust the front roller, the roller towards us, and then last second we're gonna adjust the back roller. We're gonna move the lift upwards. And what we have to measure right now is 0.40. So we wiggle forth and back till we see 0.40. If this is not the case, then we can simply tweak, and we do the same for the other sides. Once we adjusted one side, we check again the other side and we adjust if necessary. Once both sides are measuring 40, take care, it could be at a different spot. Now we're going to tweak the back sides, the back roller, and this should show 20. So 0, 20. Once you adjust it one side, also always recheck the other side to see if it's still okay. Now we can lower the lift and take out our tool.